makes me second guess the last 15 years. Those are some of the words we've heard from Olympic athletes struggling mentally through their time in Beijing. But somehow she found a way to make us want something we never thought was possible. So many people rooted for Biles not to compete. The moment that Simone came out and told you guys, I'm not competing.
It's been announced Simone Biles is out of the all-around, which is tomorrow night here in Tokyo.
Was your first thought as a friend, thank God, because I know this girl needs a break? Or was it for yourself, oh crap, what does this mean for me? How did your relationship with your mental health changing impact your relationship with basketball?
Oh my God, it's just allowed me to be so much more comfortable in my own skin.
When you think about all of the pain that he has caused so many people, what do you hope haunts him as he spends the rest of his life behind bars? And while we're talking about, people overcoming obstacles, I have to ask you about Delonte West, because he played for your team, the Mavericks, from 2011 to 2012, but he has been struggling recently too. You heard about it. Your reaction to his situation effectively went viral. So for people who don't know, talk to me about what it is that you did and what spoke to you about his story that made you say, you know what, I need to step in here. Well, and what's interesting is I've done equal pay stories in the WNBA and interviewed Chicago Sky players years ago. And they kind of have the same approach where it's like, this is a reality, and they kind of don't focus on what's not, but what is. Where do you think that comes from? Because I'm sure there are frustrating moments being a woman in sports. Now, you may or may not remember, but I have proclaimed right here on this very show that I love sports drama. And trust me when I say we have some spicy tea today. Before I let you go, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's the real Melo? Who gets to keep the name Melo?
Carmelo.
Oh, wow.
LaMelo is going to be Rookie of the Year. LaMelo's going to be Rookie of the Year. He's special, but he's a puppy, wet behind the ears, breath smelling like Similac. He just got started in this league.
And have you heard from any of the haters? I mean, you don't have to name them, but what do they say now? Anything? Or they can't get a hold of your book?
They can't get a hold.
Yes.
Oh, that was good.
Okay, now don't judge my pure excitement. It's downhill for me from here. Let me have it. Plus, I know you saw that perfect rainbow. Look at that. So when I found out that I was going to be talking to you, I started getting TikTok videos of you kind of having these discussions. And so one of the videos that popped up was you and Russell at the Black Love Summit. And you were talking about how you and your kids have a routine at home, and then he has to integrate himself into it when he comes back.
Russell's going from being gone half the time to now he's having to reacclimate into our system. Russell wants to come in and blow up the system. I'm like, no.
Y'all get the keyword our system. That means I'm not a part of that system.
When you're not home, you're not in the system. I'm sorry.
He was kind of like, yes, they have a routine separate. I am a guest, but their routine. But it was so interesting because it made me think about this conversation of mental health and wellness and boundaries. It seems like you kind of combat personal wellness versus wellness within your family with very clear boundaries. How do you communicate those in a way that is loving yet still very crystal clear? I don't care if Simone showed up to compete in the team final in her prom dress and watch the competition from the concession stand. It could never and would never change what she is, the greatest gymnast of all time. Sports has taught little girls growing up about confidence and self-determination. I'm one of them. It has given us the courage to take risks and to ask for more, and it's changed the way that we see ourselves and the way the world sees us. So to everyone still trying to underestimate us, all I have to say to you is game on. We'll be right back.